Hey plant lovers, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm solving a mystery that has puzzled gardeners and scientists for generations. Why do peace lily plants bloom? Here's the truth. Most people own peace lilies for years, seeing occasional white blooms. But when those elegant spathes suddenly appear in abundance, when your peace lily blooms prolifically, ancient traditions say something profound is shifting in your space. And here's what stunned me. The spiritual explanation and scientific explanation point to the exact same conclusion from completely opposite directions. Let me prove it to you. Picture this. You're walking through your home one quiet morning. The early sunlight filters softly through your curtains. Your peace lily sits in its usual corner, those dark glossy leaves you know by heart catching the gentle light. Then you notice something extraordinary. Multiple pristine white spathes rising elegantly from the foliage like white flags of surrender to beauty. Not just one or two, 5, 7, maybe 10 blooms transforming your plant into something breathtaking. Your breath catches because peace lilies bloom regularly, yes, but this abundance feels different. This feels significant. This feels like the plant is trying to tell you something important. And across cultures from Southeast Asia to South American healing traditions to modern wellness communities, there's an ancient understanding that has persisted through centuries. When peace lily blooms prolifically, your environment has achieved true harmony. Your space has become sanctified. Let's discover why this matters and what your blooming peace lily is revealing about your life. First, the beautiful contradiction. Peace lily, scientifically named Spathiphyllum, ranks among the most forgiving houseplants on Earth. Medium light, thrives perfectly. Forgot watering until it drooped dramatically, bounces back within hours looking fresh again. Bathroom with high humidity, absolutely flourishing beyond expectation. That's why you encounter them everywhere. Office reception areas where first impressions matter. Hospital rooms where healing energy is essential. Yoga studios where tranquility is cultivated. Home bedrooms where people seek peaceful rest. It's the plant that seems to understand human imperfection and forgives our neglect. But here's what makes peace lily truly fascinating. While it blooms more readily than many houseplants, abundant prolific flowering signals something much deeper than basic care. 1 or 2 blooms appearing. That's normal maintenance response. But 5, 8, 12 pristine white spathes emerging simultaneously? That represents environmental perfection achieved. That represents harmony manifested in botanical form. What triggers this remarkable abundance? Random fertilizer luck or something profound the plant senses that we cannot perceive with our limited human awareness? The answer lies in ancient wisdom traditions that have observed this phenomenon for centuries across multiple continents. Peace lily didn't earn its name randomly. In Southeast Asian tradition, where Spathiphyllum originates in the wild tropical understory, this plant symbolizes peace, purity, and spiritual harmony at the deepest level. The pure white spathe represents cleansed energy made visible. The way it grows in shaded forest floors, quietly persistent without demanding attention, mirrors how inner peace develops silently, steadily, without drama or fanfare. Buddhist temples throughout Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Myanmar have cultivated peace lilies in meditation spaces and sacred gardens for centuries. The practice continues unchanged today. When the plant blooms abundantly, monks and practitioners interpret this as confirmation that the space has achieved spiritual equilibrium. The meditation has deepened. The practice has matured. A meditation teacher in northern Thailand shared something profound with me during my research. She's maintained temple peace lilies for 30 years through countless seasons and changes. She explained that in spaces where conflict exists, where anger lingers unresolved, where resentment builds, peace lilies bloom sparsely or not at all despite proper care. But in spaces where forgiveness happens genuinely, where meditation practice deepens authentically, where community harmony strengthens through effort, peace lilies respond with abundant flowering as if celebrating. She's documented this pattern through decades of careful patient observation. The plant doesn't create peace. She clarified with gentle wisdom. It recognizes and reflects the peace already present in the space and people around it. Western wellness tradition has embraced peace lily with remarkable consistency over recent decades. Feng Shui practitioners position peace lilies specifically in areas requiring emotional healing and conflict resolution. the bedroom for couples experiencing tension in their relationship, the home office for stress reduction during difficult work periods, the living room where family gathers and occasional conflict arise. When peace lily blooms abundantly in these intentionally placed spaces, interpretation is clear and consistent. The emotional work has succeeded. Harmony has been restored. Communication has improved. A Feng Shui consultant practicing in California told me about a client couple who arrived at her doorstep on the verge of separation after 15 years of marriage. She placed peace lilies in their bedroom as part of comprehensive energy work and counseled them through communication exercises and healing practices. For 6 long months, sparse blooming appeared or none at all. The plant survived but didn't flourish. Then one morning, the couple discovered 7 white spathes blooming simultaneously. Within that same week, they had their first genuine breakthrough conversation in years. They began truly hearing each other. Coincidence, perhaps, but the pattern appears consistently across her practice. The plant blooms abundantly when emotional atmosphere shifts from discord to harmony. Indigenous healing traditions in South America, where many spathiphyllum species also originate naturally, hold deep reverence for these plants. Curanderos, traditional healers practicing ancient medicine ways, use peace lily in spiritual cleansing ceremonies called limpias. They believe the plant absorbs negative energy and heavy emotions from spaces and people during these rituals. When it blooms abundantly after such cleansing work, it signals successful purification. The energy has been cleared. Balance has been restored. The healing is complete. I spoke with a curandero in Peru who explained that peace lily serves as spiritual barometer for those who know how to read its signals. Just as weather barometer measures atmospheric pressure invisibly, peace lily measures emotional atmospheric pressure of a space. Abundant blooming indicates low emotional pressure, meaning peace, ease, and harmony prevail. Sparse blooming indicates high emotional pressure, meaning stress, conflict, and unresolved tension dominate. Different vocabulary than science uses certainly, but describing identical underlying reality that affects all living things. From a botanical perspective, spathiphyllum blooming abundance relates to very specific environmental and biological factors that can be measured and controlled. Research from multiple universities, including Cornell and University of Georgia, confirms peace lily flowers when particular conditions align optimally. First, light exposure quality and consistency. Peace lily tolerates low light conditions admirably, but blooms abundantly only with medium to bright indirect light exposure. The more consistent quality light provided, the more energy available for flower production. Second, humidity and moisture levels. Native to tropical forest floors and consistently humid environments, peace lily thrives with humidity above 50% and consistent soil moisture without waterlogging. When these conditions stabilize over time, blooming increases dramatically. Third, root health and appropriate pot size. Slightly root-bound peace lilies bloom more prolifically than those in oversized pots with excessive soil. The mild stress signals reproduction priority to the plant. Fourth, and this connects everything beautifully in ways most people never consider, air quality and environmental stability over time. Here's what most people don't realize about their peace lily. Peace lily ranks exceptionally high on NASA's air purification list from their landmark research. The 1989 NASA Clean Air Study confirms spathiphyllum removes formaldehyde, benzene, trichloroethylene, xylene, toluene, and ammonia from indoor air more efficiently than almost any other common houseplant tested. But air purification is energy-intensive biological work requiring significant plant resources. The plant continuously filters toxins through its leaves, breaks them down cellularly through complex biochemical processes, converts them to harmless compounds. When you first place peace lily in a new space, it immediately begins detoxification work. New home with off-gassing furniture and fresh paint, peace lily goes into overdrive. Office with VOCs from printers, electronics, and synthetic materials, maximum purification effort directed there. But gradually, as months and years pass, as peace lily successfully cleans the air through persistent effort, as you perhaps improve ventilation habits, switch to natural products, reduce pollution sources, the plant's detoxification workload decreases significantly. That surplus energy redirects toward what? Growth, root development, and significantly, abundant flowering. Do you recognize the pattern emerging here? Science says peace lily blooms abundantly when environment achieves stability, when air quality reaches purity, when light is consistent, when humidity and moisture are reliable, when the plant perceives conditions secure enough for maximum reproduction investment. Spiritual traditions say peace lily blooms abundantly when space achieves emotional harmony, when conflict resolves genuinely, when stress decreases measurably, when energy cleanses thoroughly, when environment becomes peaceful enough for blessings to manifest. Two completely different vocabularies from different worldviews. Identical underlying truth being expressed. The plant blooms abundantly when its environment genuinely thrives. A home where peace lily blooms prolifically represents a home where someone has created harmony intentionally, not just watering schedules. Life harmony. Think about what creates the conditions peace lily needs scientifically. Consistent light requires someone paying attention to placement. Stable humidity requires regular watering and possibly humidifier use. Clean air requires conscious choices about products and ventilation. These aren't random acts. These are intentional, harmonious living patterns. The same behavioral patterns that create peaceful home environment for humans create optimal growing environment for peace lily. Different measurements. Same reality underneath. Now here's exactly how to encourage abundant, prolific peace lily blooming in your home. Step 1. Provide consistent medium to bright indirect light daily. Peace lily tolerates shade admirably, but blooms abundantly only with quality light. Position near east or north-facing windows where filtered morning light enters, or provide full-spectrum grow lights as supplement. Consistent light 6 to 8 hours daily creates energy foundation for multiple blooms. Step 2. Maintain stable humidity above 50% consistently. Use humidifier in dry climates, especially during winter. Group plants together to create beneficial microclimate. Place pot on pebble tray with water beneath. Mist leaves regularly in dry seasons. Peace lily originated in humid tropical forests. Recreating the humidity triggers abundant flowering response. Step 3. Water consistently before dramatic wilting occurs. Peace lily famously droops when thirsty, then revives quickly after watering. But repeated stress cycles reduce blooming capacity. Water when top into soil becomes dry, before plant wilts dramatically. Consistent moisture without waterlogging creates optimal conditions. Step 4. Keep slightly root-bound and appropriately sized pot. When you see roots circling drainage holes, resist urge to upsize dramatically. Maintain current pot one more season. Mild root pressure signals reproductive priority, triggering more blooms. Step 5. Fertilize during growing season with balanced formula. Half-strength liquid fertilizer every 6 to 8 weeks during spring and summer provides nutrition for flower production without excess. Avoid over-fertilizing, which promotes leaves at expense of blooms. Step 6. Ensure excellent air circulation and quality. Open windows when possible. Use air purifier if needed. Reduce chemical cleaners and air fresheners. As peace lily completes its air purification work and environment stabilizes, it redirects energy toward abundant blooming. The final element is emotional environment. Now, science might not measure this directly with instruments, but consider the correlation thoughtfully. Stressful, chaotic homes often have poor plant care routines, inconsistent conditions, neglected maintenance. Peaceful, harmonious homes often have attentive care, stable routines, mindful environments. The same life patterns that create human peace create plant peace. Peace lily blooming abundantly isn't separate from your life quality. It's reflecting your life quality back to you. The white spathes aren't actually true flowers botanically speaking. They're modified leaves called spathes that surround the actual tiny flowers on the central spadix. But their elegant pure white appearance has made them symbols of purity and peace across cultures worldwide. When multiple spathes emerge simultaneously, rising gracefully from glossy green foliage, the visual impact is profound. Transformation from green to white, darkness to light, ordinary to sacred. This is why peace lily appears in hospitals, funeral homes, meditation spaces, healing centers. The blooms represent transition, purification, and hope that their profound wisdom in peace lily's blooming pattern worth contemplating. Unlike plants that bloom once then die, Peace lily can bloom repeatedly throughout the year when conditions remain optimal. This teaches us peace isn't destination, achieved once and forgotten. Peace is ongoing condition maintained through consistent harmonious choices. Each bloom cycle represents renewed commitment to creating conditions where peace thrives. The plant shows us that peace requires active maintenance, consistent light, regular water, stable humidity, clean air. Similarly, inner peace requires consistent practices, regular meditation or reflection, emotional regulation, healthy boundaries, conscious choices, different vocabulary, same principles. When you see your peace lily blooming abundantly, you're witnessing confirmation that your efforts toward harmony are working. The plant recognizes what you've created even if you haven't fully recognized it yourself. This is the gift peace lily offers. It shows you what you cannot always see, that your space has achieved something rare and valuable, that the emotional atmosphere you're cultivating is registering at biological level. That peace isn't just abstract concept, but measurable reality even plants respond to. Take care of your peace lily. Provide consistent light, stable humidity, regular water, clean air, but also take care of yourself. Practice forgiveness. Release grudges. Create boundaries. Choose calm over chaos. The same energy that makes peace lily bloom abundantly is the energy that makes you thrive. Science, tradition, and spirituality agree. Harmony attracts life. Peace enables growth. You have more power over creating these conditions than you realize. Nurture your plant. Nurture your peace. And when those white spathes rise, remember clearly, it's not magic. It's not luck. It's you. You created this harmony. Has your peace lily ever bloomed abundantly? What was happening in your life when it did? Tell me in the comments. If this opened your eyes to something new, hit that like button and subscribe because we're just getting started. Take care of your plants. Take care of your peace. See you in the next one.